Alright guys, before I start the show today, it was brought to my attention that maybe some of the things I've been saying on Facebook to Hunter Paine weren't really appropriate.
Maybe.
Or professional. So, I guess I could be the bigger man and apologize to him for hurting his feelings, I guess.
I would prefer some of yours.
I guess assuming he was the professional wrestler he was, he could probably take some honesty, but I guess I was wrong. So, Hunter, I apologize if your feelings were hurt. Yeah. Is that good enough?
That sounds so heartfelt.
Yeah, I put a lot of effort into that.
I hear.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, freaks of all ages, FreakNet Studio proudly brings to you, it is the greatest tag team in podcast history, the original Freak Travesty, Mr. 33% Dizzle J. This is Just Freaking Wrestling! What's up, everyone? I am Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And welcome to another episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW podcast, the same podcast that is the most listened to wrestling podcast in the Midwest.
Yeah.
Still calling it.
Yeah,
Still think it's justified.
Nobody can prove otherwise.
Absolutely not. But hey, I just want everyone to know that this podcast is brought to you by Audible.com, the one-stop shop for thousands of audiobooks that are available to you.
Yeah, audiotrial.com/freaknet.
Absolutely. Part of the FreakNet Studios. Make sure you go to Audible. Go to the website that Jay just told you, audibletrial.com/freaknet, to get your 30-day free trial of Audible today. Plus, free credit for the book of your choice.
Have someone read your own book to you.
Right? I mean, you get to test drive these books. I'll call it a test drive. I don't care.
Yeah.
But, Jay, doing good?
I mean, I've been sick all week, but I'm here. Toughing it out a little bit.
Gotcha. I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
So proud of you. You know who's not toughing it out?
Who?
Apparently Hunter.
Oh, damn.
I guess, I don't know, man. I don't know what the issue he has as far as...
You guys sparked quite the live debate on Facebook.
It's just honesty. I told the guy that he just didn't have intensity. I don't get it. I mean... And the thing is, I think by the end of it all, he kind of agreed with me. You know, he got all butthurt that his kid got hit, which his kid got in the way. Got involved in something he should have got involved in. He said it himself. So you're going to see a new Hunter that you've never seen before. You know, it's just like, okay, so you can admit to yourself that you really didn't bring the Hunter that you needed to. He even said he underestimated Holiday.
Yeah, but he still fought him to a no contest. So, I mean, he's plowed through quite a few of the ARW guys.
I mean, anyone can fight someone to a no contest when they run to the back. So, you know, whatever. I'm just saying.
There goes that. Huh?
I guess, well, I mean, I guess we'll find out more about it when we have Hunter on the show next week.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Good luck.
He really wanted this. He really wanted the in-person interview. So, yeah, I'm really excited to sit down with him, kind of talk to him about what his problem is.
I'm gonna wear like full body armor just in case.
Yeah, I see you would. Yeah.
I just don't want to get hit by anything that's flying your way.
What I don't understand is, you know, between you and fucking Hunter and hashtag fuck Steve. So you guys all believe that there's this Kool-Aid that I fucking drink from ARW, which I still don't understand.
There has to be something. You smoked the wrong thing.
No, it's honesty. I feel that I'm the only person that's willing to say this shit that is happening.
You're like the one guy who gets something by UFO.
You guys are fucked up. I don't get it. I mean, why can't you? I mean, you guys don't see what I see, and it blows my fucking mind.
It's not there.
It's all there.
No.
It is all there.
No.
It's like Hunter said himself. And you guys, if you want to check out these conversations we had, they're all on our Facebook page at JFW Podcast through a bunch of different posts and everything. And I explained it to him and Steve. They don't have structure. They don't have management. They don't have a fucking team, concept of what they're doing.
I mean, we did start the revive the Keys movement.
Yeah. I mean, and hopefully that goes through because they need leadership. And even when Steve went out there and started his crusade to impeach fucking Sentinel and shit like that, it's like Sentinel's sitting there like making up these excuses about it. He's going and scouting talent and shit like that. It's like, okay, well, I mean, SCW has enough fucking talent, so it sounds like a lie. You look at a women's champion who walked out on your heavyweight champion. I mean, yeah, there's some teamwork there. I read everything. Yeah, I mean, it's there. It's all there. It's not like I'm spewing bullshit from my ass. I mean, it's legit shit, and it's a concern that people just don't seem to have. And it's like Hunter told me a couple weeks ago or a week or so ago, whatever, is that without one man could win the war. I was like, well, fucking Hunter's the only one fighting the damn thing. There's no one else there.
I mean, he's the Sting, I guess.
Yeah. Kinda. Yeah.
Maybe we need to give him a bat.
Well, he's gonna need one because
he's gonna need it for a holiday.
He's gonna need it for something because he's not doing anything.
I'm just lucky enough that Holiday doesn't listen to the show and hear all the shit I talk. So
I'll talk to Holiday.
Oh, you're gonna talk to Holiday?
I did.
Oh,
he's not happy with you.
No, whatever.
No, I'm kidding. I didn't talk to Holiday.
I got Hunter on my side.
I will talk to Holiday, but the thing is, he's so busy, not worrying about the things I say to stir up concern.
Like the Eric Bischoff of this movement right now, controversy.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we call it controversy. I call it reality, but whatever. Yeah. I don't.
Must be the keto diet. I don't know. I understand what's going on with you.
It's not. It's nothing other than fact. It's just fact. I mean, we talked about this issue between ARW and SCW all year, and it's an impartial thing, but sometimes you can't sit there and just lie about what's not really there. There's no SCW taking the lead. But I would say, I mean, like I mentioned this to Hunter, like I love SCW, I love ARW, but ARW Southland sounds pretty sweet.
I don't think so.
It may happen.
Nah.
May happen, and that's what we may have to deal with. Right? I mean, fucking USSR was around, just that shit didn't just pop out of nowhere.
You're comparing them to Russia?
I have to. They're fucking taking shit over, man.
Oh man, I don't know what to do with you.
Guys, we have a good show for you tonight here. We're going to hit up here the freaking 5 here in a minute, but we're also going to talk to you a little bit more about the PPW NAW show that got brought to our attention.
Yeah.
And about their show that's happening in September, that they sent us a current match card, because obviously every card is subject to change.
Of course.
So we're going to talk about that a little bit tonight. We're also going to do our predictions for Extreme Rules.
Ooh. Which it actually has Extreme Rules this year.
Yeah, some matches you actually want to be seen.
Yeah.
I can't remember the match card off the top of my head, but we obviously going to go through it here later on in the show. But as far as I can remember, a lot of the matches are ones I definitely want to see. I don't think I'm going to be a huge fan of the intergender main event, but
it's not even intergender though.
Mixed
tag team. Yeah. Winner takes all Extreme Rules match.
Yeah.
So does that mean, Corbin can hit Becky in the face with a chair?
I don't know, man. I'm excited to find out.
Man,
I don't think they will.
I don't think so either.
We'll go to we'll start this off with the freaking 5.
So last week we discussed the best DDTs.
God, so many DDTs.
And the DDT is a great move to have in your arsenal, especially if you have it as your finisher or even something in between the matches, signature move.
Yeah, well, even from the list I noticed that were online, and actually a little bit of my list too, is it's not even like the traditional DDT, but it's the modification and changes and everything. So, I mean, the DDT, which now obviously in 2019 has become just kind of like a generic move in the arsenal of every wrestler, but there are still some wrestlers who use it as a finisher and as an impactful finisher, as it first was with Jake the Snake Roberts.
Which can be a beautiful thing if done right.
No, absolutely.
So, first off, we got Steve, who had Sting, the Scorpion Death Drop.
Gotcha.
Which is an inverted DDT. Yeah. Randy Orton with the out of the ropes, which always just looks brutal to me.
Yeah, God, yeah. And it's his build-up, too, that kind of, like, makes it there. Yeah.
Arn Anderson.
Yep.
Moxley. Mm-hmm. Of course, Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yeah, you gotta have Roberts on it.
Yeah. Bobby from Facebook. Mm-hmm. Jake. Assuming Jake the Snake. Mm-hmm. Raven. Yep. Lita. Ambrose. Gangrel. The Fitz. Jake the Snake Roberts. Cactus Jack. Corey.
And that's one of the things that we're actually looking and doing is like not just limited to having to give us a 5, give us, one top guy, give us a couple and stuff like that.
It's just freaking 5 just flows so nicely.
Yeah. We can look at it as like a 5-star kind of response.
There we go.
We'll just keep it a freaking 5. Yeah.
Corey, Jake the Snake, hands down. Cactus Jack, double arm DDT. Mm-hmm. Miz off the knees, decent.
I like that one. I do.
Yeah. Randy Orton from the ropes.
Yep.
Andrade, the hammerlock.
Yeah.
And our buddy Gio.
Fucking Gio.
Jake the Snake, because he started it, which is
true.
There was another wrestler. I forget. I was reading about it, but I forgot who it was.
Yeah, it's always gonna be Jake. Yeah. I mean, ever since he did the DT to Steamboat on the outside on the concrete. Yeah.
Raven had a smooth DDT with even flow.
Mm-hmm.
Moxley, the cocking it back like a gun before he hits it.
Yep.
Edge, Gangrel had the Impaler DDT. For my odd answer, I will throw out the Scorpion Death Drop, which is inverted.
It still counts.
Yeah. And what did you have?
Oh, God. I didn't know you were coming to me.
I always go to you before you.
I know what life is. Do I even have it? Yeah. Jake the Snake Roberts, as I mentioned. Mick Foley, Raven, Drew McIntyre, and Edge.
Nice.
Yeah. Which, granted, Drew McIntyre doesn't really do the DTT anymore, but I have seen him kind of break it out from a time or two between NXT and even being, coming back and everything. But he was one of the guys who, because I always saw the Dean Ambrose Dirty Deeds, when he turned it into the WRDT, he kind of took the modification from Drew McIntyre. Because I remember, I don't know if you remember when Dean Ambrose started doing the Dirty Deeds, it was when he grabbed the guy's head and fell forward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I also liked it. I liked when he did that. But Drew McIntyre is probably one of my favorites, but Jake is always going to be on top of that list.
So mine is the Hammerlock DDT by Andrade.
Yep.
The Execution. The Double Underhook by Cactus. Mm-hmm. The Tornado DDT, Chavo Guerrero used.
Oh, yeah. Off the corner.
Yep. And Page Turner by Page, which is actually a packaged DDT.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Yeah. When I saw it come up, I'm like, you know what? That's one of my favorite finishers by a female anyway.
Wait, what'd you call it?
The Page Turner.
It's not the Page Turner. The Page Turner is where she swoops the leg. The DDT is called the Rampage.
The Rampage. Okay.
Rampage. Yeah. Close enough. You got the DDT, which is a great DDT. That was actually, I think that was a finishing move she decided to use when she made her return, before the ultimate retirement and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's still so sad.
Yeah. She actually made her appearance on SmackDown after a few weeks of not even being relevant and shit. I think they're probably gonna challenge the women's tag team, to something.
Oh, at the pay-per-view?
It won't be at this pay-per-view. No, not the pay-per-view. No. They gotta make it relevant again because it kind of just was there.
Yeah, they kind of kicked it aside. Yeah. We've been talking about this for weeks.
Yeah, so thanks to Bischoff for just being there,
and Heyman.
God, yeah,
they're doing so well. It's gone so
well. I'm so happy. But yeah, PPW NAW.
Yes.
Ground Zero is going to be at the Holman American Legion Post 284 in Holman, Wisconsin. September 7th, doors open at 6:30. Match starts at 7.
Nice. And our buddy Angus is a champion there.
Not my buddy.
He's a show's buddy.
I don't hang out with cool people, man.
He's still cool.
Yeah, sure. Thinks he wins a fucking title.
Their one champion looks crazy as hell.
Ryu, yeah. Which I kind of like. I kind of like how they could have two companies actually work together. Unlike Hunter and SCW, who just can't seem to get along with people. But I don't want to turn this into a whole Hunter doesn't understand what I'm trying to say thing. So,
get off your soapbox, Travesty.
Yeah. This whole fucking show is my soapbox. That's what this show is for. But no, it was cool. I actually got a chance to talk to some of the people from NAW and PPW and stuff like that, to kind of get an idea of what the show's gonna be like.
Cool.
So they gave me a match card, which is a stacked fucking card, and we are definitely figuring out all the logistics to make it out to the show and everything. Which, if you guys get a chance, go out and check out Ground Zero. The information and stuff like that. You know, first off, I just said it to you, so you should have been paying attention. Because when I talk, you should listen. But secondly, it's on our Facebook page and stuff like that, and our logo's on their flyer.
Oh, that's awesome!
So I'm really happy about that. So props to you guys for doing that. To even, first of all, but I'm gonna run through like some of the matches that they told me about. Again, cards are subject to change, but as of right now, these are the confirmed matches, and some may be added or just adjusted. But just keep an idea of what the match is gonna be like. And
the preliminary card.
Yeah, like, well, damn, that's a show.
Right.
That is the show. And they also want me to mention that they are broadcasted on TV through TCC 18 TV out of Whitehall, Wisconsin.
Really?
Yeah.
Congratulations to them.
All right, so I'm really excited for it. They have a 6-man championship title. So 3-man tag title.
Oh, like a trios championship?
Trios.
Nice.
Like a trios champion, but better. Because it's not called a trios championship. Because that's a dumb name. This is a 6-man title, bro.
I like that.
But yeah, so 6-man title match is going to be No Coast taking on All Eyes on Us, which is the Pope and Six, along with Khalil Akbar.
Ooh.
Yeah. They're also going to have Angus, who is the PPW Heavyweight Champion, put his title on the line against a mystery opponent.
Ooh, I love mystery opponents.
I like a mystery opponent because it could be anybody. That's why it's a mystery. So, I was hoping you would say something to return.
I had no idea what to say. I couldn't think of like a mystery sound to make. But
like a dun dun dun. Go with the, like a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire sound. Come on now, man. How long have you been doing this now? Get in the fucking game.
Hey.
NAW tag team titles are going to be on the line. Tag team champions are the Robbie McCann and Gavin Alexander. And they're to defend the titles against Backdraft, which comprised of Fire and Maverick.
Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just read that. Come on, man. God damn you.
Maybe when they open a door, all the fire comes out? Like in the movie?
You're as exciting as listening to Sentinel talk. The NAW heavyweight title will be on the line. Champion Ryu Shinzaki is going to face the Sheik, which we've seen the Sheik many a time.
Yeah.
Especially through the SCW and the ARW shows that we've been to. So he's known around here, or even at the show in Grand Park we went to.
Yeah, but he's been all over since we've been doing this.
Yeah. NAW TV title versus the British title, so title for title.
Ooh.
TV champion DC Shaw is going to take on the British champion Prince Lee, which Prince Lee sounds familiar to me.
It does.
And then, of course, we got a 4-way women's title match, which is going to be the champion DJ the Destroyer taking on Sin, which is CYNN. And how creative is that? Right? Never heard it spelled that way before, but that's
Wow.
pretty badass. Casey Dillon and, of course, Natasha Crane. So.
Crane and Dillon we've seen before.
Yeah. Now, I remember about a week ago when I was talking to PPW, it was originally a triple threat. But
Really?
they put Natasha Crane in there because they knew that the intensity, again, that's Hunter's missing, is going to be brought to the match when you put Natasha Crane in there. So,
I mean, she's no longer with the
Unholy Alliance.
Unholy Alliance.
Yeah.
So
Which the Unholy Alliance is on the card.
Yeah.
I mean, both members of Unholy Alliance are in title matches, one being a champion and one hoping to become a champion.
Ooh.
So, it's really cool. Again, guys, the information, it'll be in the show notes. It'll also be on our Facebook page and stuff like that. Check out Ground Zero again. It's September 7th. Holman, Wisconsin.
Man, that sounds awesome. I really hope things work out to where we can go.
I do, yeah. I mean, at least we got like a little over a month to try to get that figured out because it is a little bit of a drive for us, but it should be worth it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a road trip,
That's a road trip.
That is a road trip.
That is a road trip.
'Cause what is it? It's for like 4 hours for us? Is that
I
what
think
it
you
is?
said like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
Road trip. Fucking road
Sounds
trip.
like we're taking the Kia.
I cram my fat ass in that fucking thing. Holy shit.
Oh, shit.
No, I just want to, I mean, God, I don't know. Dude, honestly, this fucking Hunter thing's messing with me.
I can see that.
I
Your
don't,
flow's a little off.
I don't get his fucking problem.
You don't get his problem. You've been poking at this bear for weeks now.
I don't see how it's poking.
Ah.
I mean, yeah, maybe the title of last week's show was kind of a jab.
The title, the picture you put on.
Yeah, it's a pretty sweet picture. I don't know. I'm excited for next week when we get to sit down with him.
It's going to be a good time.
Because I believe maybe he will be man enough to give me my apology. As I was man enough to do it for him right now. So.
Yeah, that was...
That was a sincere apology.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, that came from the heart. I'm sorry that I hurt his feelings. I mean, what of? But I do gotta say though, I am interested in Steve's whole, again, crusade to bring Keats back.
The WWKD.
Goddamn,
what would Keats do?
I saw that thing. I'm just like, this is the whole reason SCW's fucking imploded, man.
Well, I mean, like we talked about before, when Keats was in charge, it was an exciting show. Yeah. It has never been like a non-exciting show, but Keats is always there.
That's true. Keats is still there.
Keats is still there. Yeah. And Sentinel's nowhere. And, and we talked about it. Sentinel ran off with that title where I believe Keats would have turned around and been like, no, restart the match or blah, 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 and get this thing going again.
Isn't it funny, though, because last time we saw Sentinel at a show was when Maverick lost the title in like 8 seconds. Yeah? Yeah.
He had luck.
But, of course, he didn't want to list that into his whole thing of like, who brought a women's championship? Who got Brian Cage? Who's out scouting the best talent? And I'm like, it's like, okay, fine. I mean, like, you want to lie about what you're doing, whatever. I get it. But, like, don't sit there and fucking, brag about your fucking one shot offs and bullshit and everything. Like, great, yeah. The Brian Cage at SCW was amazing. It was a great match.
That was awesome.
Cool fucking dude. So props to that. But, I mean, like, you're not there. You weren't even there for that
I think
shit.
the power went a little bit to his head. And it was kind of relevant at some of the ARW shows.
That's a big fucking head.
Yeah, well.
That is a huge fucking head. Huge fucking head.
I think the guy is, I don't know what to say about the Sentinel. I'm more of a heel guy anyway, so the Keats thing kind of works for me. And
well, I know down the line we're gonna get these guys on the show and talk to them more. I definitely want to talk to Sentinel about how he feels about this whole issue going on with his presidential responsibilities going into question and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but Sunday, man, is probably going to be our first look on how a pay-per-view is going to turn out after the executive production of Raw and SmackDown has been taken over by Heyman and Bischoff.
The Bish Hay area.
Yeah, and I gotta say, it looks like a pretty good card.
I'm excited for most of the matches.
Mm-hmm.
I think the only one I'm really not too excited for is probably Undertaker and Roman's match.
Yeah.
And again, it's not because I dislike the Undertaker. I just feel like I don't want him to get hurt. I don't want a lasting memory of me, either of him dying in the ring or something like that. Let him go. Just let him go smoothly.
Yeah, just put him out the pasture.
Put him out the pasture.
Yeah. Ooh, that's actually something I do want to talk to you about after this, if I can find that article too. But we'll dive into that if I can look at it. But yeah, WWE Extreme Rules is this Sunday, July 14th, for whoever listens to this before July 14th, in Philadelphia at the Wells Fargo Center. So you ready for your predictions?
Yeah, I got 'em.
All right, cool. So we'll start at the bottom. None of these have been determined as a pre-show match yet, so we don't know. I don't know what pre-show is and what's not yet. So obviously, Cruiserweight is probably gonna be pre-show,
Right.
But the first match I want predictions on is the Revival, who is the current Raw Tag Team Champions, taking on the Usos for the Raw Tag Team Championship.
I got the Usos.
I took the Revival. I don't even know if there was really that big of a build-up for this.
My whole thing is if they're bringing up the Street Profits, I think the Usos and the Street Profits will probably put on a better show than the Profits and the Revival.
You think so?
I'm not sure.
Why?
I'm not a big fan of the Revival.
Because they're both urban?
No.
Okay.
I was like, those guys are Samoan.
No, like they're urban's.
I guess
urban's not a nationality,
yeah,
man.
no, I get what you're saying. It's just,
I mean, you think you're urban.
yeah, to a degree.
Would you be considered urban? You don't. Not really. You don't listen to rap and shit.
I listen to rap.
Do you?
Yeah.
Gosh, you're gay. Your stupid ass long pants and shit.
Love my long pants.
God, SCW loving ass. Kool-Aid motherfucker. Okay, so Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley are going to face each other in the last man standing match, and I'm actually really excited to see this because when we did our favorite Extreme Rules stipulation list last week, last man stands on it, especially from how they started out Raw a couple weeks ago with that tackle through the entranceway. So this is one I'm really excited about, which I didn't think I would be because it shows a Strowman Lashley match. But I picked Strowman.
I got Strowman also.
AJ Styles taking on Ricochet for Ricochet's United States Championship match. It doesn't look like there's any stipulations, just a straight up match. And I picked AJ.
I also picked AJ. But I think the X factor there is having the club with him.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the deciding factor.
Yeah. Which I feel like Ricochet is going to keep it in some way because I don't think, especially with Heyman's, mindset on how great Ricochet is.
Yeah.
Maybe he's not going to allow him to drop it so soon, but I mean, to build heat for AJ, I think is the best way to do it.
This could be a nice series of matches between the two where it goes back and forth.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, absolutely. Aleister Black and Cesaro doesn't look like a stipulation, just a straight singles match. Who do you got?
I got Black.
Okay, yeah, so do I.
I think this is going to be, to me, I think this would be match of the night.
I think so, and as much as it sucks with everything going on with Sheamus and not really being able to compete right now or possibly ever again, it's nice that they didn't just lose Cesaro in the shuffle.
Right.
Worst case scenario, they could have even sent Cesaro back down to NXT to just be part of that. But
that would have been sad though. They really kind of
they dropped the ball on it.
Oh yeah, they definitely dropped the ball so hard.
Yeah. Triple threat tag team match for the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships, we got Daniel Bryan and Rowan, current champions, taking on the New Day and also Heavy Machinery. Again, not a stipulation match, but I guess with the Extreme Rules,
triple threat match.
Yeah, but there's no extreme stipulation to it, like a tables match. Okay. Tables, I mean, even at tables would be good. Something. It's Extreme Rules. I mean, so far, last man standing, but there's only maybe 2, consider 3 if you want, for stipulations, but I guess you don't need to really stack the whole card with stipulations, but that's fine. I stuck with Bryan and Rowan retaining.
I went Heavy Machinery.
Oh, no shit.
I think they got a lot of momentum on their side.
They do.
And again, Bryan should change those belts.
It needed to. It needed to happen. I still hate the fact that they keep calling themselves like the Earth Warriors, or whatever the fuck they call themselves, and they're still wearing leather straps.
Fucking Planeteer wannabes.
Hear that, Vince? Straps.
That ain't good shit.
Straps. For the WWE fans as they listen to pro wrestling. That's right.
That's not sports entertainment.
Right, that's right. See, I'm an outlaw, bro. Fuck it.
Half Cherokee and Chippewa.
Right. Fuck yeah. Keyboard warrior. Singles match for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship, which I would have loved if this was a ladder match.
Ooh.
Drew Gulak is taking on Tony Nese. Obviously, Tony Nese's rematch clause. So
there is no more rematch clause.
Did he cash it in? Is that not a thing anymore?
No.
That's always a thing.
No.
Stop it.
No. WWE eliminated the rematch clause.
They didn't.
Yes, they did.
Quit being you.
I'm not even playing.
God. I picked Gulak.
So did I. You don't remember them saying that months ago, that there is no more rematch clause?
Yeah, maybe not for that one particular, fucking wrestler in that particular title. It's always a rematch clause.
Nah.
God, it must suck being you.
Not really. I enjoy myself.
Yeah. You know what I enjoy? The t-shirts you can pick up at tpublic.com.
Oh, man, those are beautiful. They don't shrink.
They don't. They're wonderful shirts. Especially the F is my second favorite F word. How I got into Black Heather.
Oh, man.
It's so soft, so breathable and
Very
shit like that.
pretty.
Perfect for a bigger guy on a hot day.
The Travesty Dizzle J 2020 Make Wrestling Great Again shirt.
Oh, awesome. Awesome shirt. Brand new shirt, too.
Brand new.
It is brand new. It's fresh and new. Only been on there in a month. Which is awesome because starting next week is the sale where everything's going to be 35% off, including the original JFW logo shirt.
Ooh.
Yeah. Or you get your Dizzle J Mr. 33% shirt.
Or the original Free Travesty shirt.
Right. God, I'm so excited. Or, for all you SCW guys there, get the hashtag FSteve.
There you go.
Right? Huge fan of Angus. You get the JFW logo shirt with the Angus I'm So Cool on the back. Or, if you guys remember Andy Black, you get the Andy Black shirt, which is still available up there as well.
Yeah.
So, it's easy. All you gotta do is go to tpublic.com, TEPVLIC.com, search JFW.
Ta-da.
Right? It's not even just t-shirts.
No. Tapestries.
Yeah.
Onesies.
Hoodies. Yeah. Tank tops.
Baseball shirts.
God. Notebooks. Pillows.
Wall art.
God. Cell phone cases. Coffee mugs. Traveler's mugs. So much. Guys, make sure you pick up your merchandise today.
We're going to be like the Kiss of merchandise.
You know, funny story as I segue away from this for a moment. I went up to Fire Pit Bar and Grill for dinner with my mom a couple days ago.
Yeah.
And when I was up there, I bumped into the guy who owns the pet store in Pieta. And I was wearing my Freakin' is my second favorite F word shirt.
Yeah.
He loved it. He wants me to find a way to get those shirts selling in the pet store. Which, I don't know how many people go to pet stores to buy t-shirts. But the fact that that guy acknowledged the shirt, knows the value in it, and wants to sell it.
So does he want them for people or for pets? People.
I don't know. I I told him I'd look into it, and I will. There's no logistics in it for us. There's no way I can make it happen. Right. But it's a cool thought to know that a guy really appreciates the work that we put into what we have and wants to even sell merchandise out of a pet store, which I think is pretty cool. So shout out to that guy. Thank you for appreciating the work we do. I will look into seeing if there's a possibility to do it, but unfortunately, I think right now we can't do it because we just don't have the source of income right now to make something like that happen. But the best way to get income for the business is through Patreon.
Patreon?
Patreon.com.
That's awesome.
Right? You know what Patreon is.
Yeah.
I think our listeners do by now, but if you guys don't know, Patreon.com is a place where you could go and contribute on a monthly basis to Just Freaking Wrestling.
Be an investor.
Being an investor in it. There's so many different tiers, including the new tier, Tale of the Tape, that we added just last week, which gives you an additional show every single month.
And you could listen to us talk about previous pay-per-views.
Yeah, it's a watch-along. It's a watch-along of classic pay-per-view matches that are available on the WWE Network. And all you got to do for it is sign up for Patreon, sign up for that tier. Once a month, you'll get notified of when the show drops. You pull up the show, you find out what show you got pay-per-view you have to listen to on WWE Network. Go on WWE Network, find it, press play on the podcast, mute your TV, and when we tell you to start playing it, you start playing it at that point. And as you watch that pay-per-view go across your screen, you hear Dizzle J and myself talk to you about that pay-per-view, our point of views, our opinions on the classic pay-per-views from WWE, WCW, WWF, WCCW, NWA, AWA, ECW, any other pay-per-views that are on there. And the best part of it all is being part of the Patreon gets you part of the poll that we could put up there where you guys can vote on the pay-per-view you want us to do next. We'll just put a list out there and say, hey, listen, what do you want to listen to next? And you guys make a vote of it, and then that will be next month's show.
You know what would also be cool is some of those I'm sure I haven't seen. And I know you probably haven't seen some of them. No, definitely
not. The WWE ones, probably.
Yeah, the WWE ones, pretty much all of them.
But you know what? I mean, we sit there and think about it. I mean, WWE's been putting on pay-per-views since, the early 80s, even 70s probably, shit like that. And the thing is, you're looking at, thousands of fucking pay-per-views between WWE, WCW, ECW, so many. There's definitely ones we haven't seen. Now, there are probably going to be ones that we have seen that we want to use as crowd favorites and stuff like that. Kind of relive some of the good memories, the Shawn Michaels Undertaker Hell in a Cell match, the Mick Foley Undertaker Hell in a Cell match. There's
WrestleMania 10 breaking of the glass.
Yeah, there's so many. There's so many out there that's available for us. And we want to use that as an opportunity to give you guys more from us. I mean, a lot of people taking advantage of our Patrons, such as Becca and Brandy, or as they're known now, Dewey Decimal and General Lee. So shout out to you guys for being part of Patreon. We do appreciate it. And you all of you out there can be part of Patreon now. And there's so many different tiers, there's so many different levels that you can contribute to. Everything from $1 all the way down to $25 if you have a company and you want us to sponsor it. So check out patreon.com/JFW podcast. Check out the tiers, contribute today and everything. And check out all the gifts and everything that we do for you and everything. Such as making out wrestling bios, sending out stickers, doing additional content. Because we have 2 tiers that do additional content. The Tale of the Tape that gives you the watch along, as well as the dark match. That we give you a podcast dedicated to a tragedy, a conspiracy, or a backstory about wrestling through our point of view and through our knowledge and our look up in history and stuff. So it's really cool. Go ahead and check it out. It's patreon.com/JFW podcast. Check it out and become a patron today.
You're just so smooth.
Fuck yeah. Well, it's because I trimmed the beard down.
Yeah.
Right. I don't have all this hair weighing me
Makes you more aerodynamic.
Yeah, it makes me more open-minded.
Yeah.
Fucking A. We did Cruiserweight titles, so handicap match for the WWE SmackDown Championship, which I think is a little bit weird, but whatever. Bayley's defending her title against Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. I picked Bayley.
I picked Cross.
No shit.
Originally I picked Bliss, and I was like, man, what would be awesome is if Cross double-crossed Bliss.
Now, because we're doing a competition, you have to pick Cross. So if Alexa wins, it doesn't count.
Right.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking. Just checking.
All right.
You actually may take that one because I think that'd be a pretty good storyline. WWE Championship match. Kofi Kingston is defending his title against Samoa Joe. Actually, no, I don't think I picked one for this one. I must have overlooked this. Let me go first. Kofi.
I also picked Kofi.
I think I was going to save that one to last because that was going to be kind of a jump thing, and I just never went back and did it. Probably the least interesting match, for you anyways. Undertaker Roman taking on Shane and McIntyre.
Taker and Roman.
Yeah. Take and row.
Take row.
Take row. And finally, the least interesting match to me for the night is the Last Chance Winners Take All Mixed Tag Team Title Extreme Rules match for both the Universal Championship and the Women's Championship. Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch, both Universal and Raw Women's Champion, taking on Baron Corbin and Lacey Evans. I went with Rollins and Becky.
Yeah, same thing. Those two they don't have a whole lot of chemistry to me on air. It feels like
it's such an awkward thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
They definitely could find a way to like collaborate a little bit more, but it just doesn't seem like it's there. And that's a big thing, especially when you look at like wrestling on TV and stuff like that. Not many people live their characters anymore.
Very
so
true.
So they probably aren't used to the fact like how do they sync up with each other as the characters. So Kool-Aid, you fools.
How we looking there?
Good. Okay, so I want to talk to you about this article that I found on it's through thethings.com. It's one of the pages on Facebook.
Yeah.
So it's the 10 retired WWE stars rumored to make a return and the 7 that might call it a career.
Oh, Jesus.
So I just want to go through the list. I just want to get your input on just how you feel about the names on this list. So number 17, to make a return, Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
He at least wants to come back for one match against John Cena.
If it's against Cena, I could see that, but not like a pay-per-view.
Yeah, because I don't think these are like come back full time or anything. I think they want to come back for one more match.
A one shot.
Yeah, one shot off thing. Yeah. So Kurt Angle said that, as much as he appreciates, the tour he did and the final match of WrestleMania stuff, that he would at least have one more match against John Cena.
That would make sense. It'd have to be on SmackDown, though.
Oh, God, yeah. Probably on Fox when they do the October. That'd be interesting. Mentioned earlier, Sheamus looking possibly to retire due to several injuries.
Sad.
Yeah. Stone Cold Steve Austin, maybe not so much as an in-ring competitor, but definitely he signed a contract extension with WWE to potentially do some behind the scenes and maybe even some on-camera work.
I could see him being a general manager again. That'd be cool.
Right.
Under Haven's guide.
God, yeah. Booker T. Obviously, we mentioned last week he canceled his StarCast thing with because of the AEW and WWE thing. But it looks like he goes on record saying if WWE asked me to come back and do a match, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Preparation is the only luck I've ever had in my career, and if they asked, I'd be prepared.
I could see him fighting Matt Riddle because they've had a nice go between.
Yeah, he really attacked Riddle.
Yeah.
I don't understand how commentators or personalities can sit there and attack wrestlers. I don't get it. What? Okay, cool. Jason Jordan to retire. He's been kind of like a talent scout in the back and everything because of injuries and stuff like that. But
I never really cared for him anyway, so he can go.
Yeah. Kane to make a comeback.
Yeah. He doesn't need to. He should just enjoy himself, just like Undertaker.
Mm-hmm. He kind of goes on saying that he thinks maybe him and The Undertaker have one more match against DX.
No.
Nah, I don't think Shawn's ever going to come back. Ronda Rousey to retire, saying that she did have fun. She's not sure if she really wants to come back because she wants to start on her family.
She can go.
Nikki Bella to make a return.
No. She can't. She got the brain thing.
Yeah, she is dumb. AJ Lee to make a return.
That would be awesome.
It's interesting, might still be there with new rumors emerging pertaining to a possible SummerSlam cameo.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think WWE if she came back.
Shinsuke Nakamura retiring.
I can see him leaving the WWE but not retiring.
He said in an interview that he wants to end his career in WWE.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Given his run on the main roster, fans expected Nakamura to opt out of his WWE deal. The veteran might have other plans, though. Dave Meltzer confirms that Shinsuke agrees to a contract extension. Rumors are indicating Nakamura wants to end his career with WWE, given the easier in-ring pace compared to his days in Japan.
Well, yeah, Japan's rough.
Hulk Hogan wants to come back and face John Cena at WrestleMania 36.
No.
He also teased he wants to have a match with Braun Strowman.
No.
You don't want Hogan Andre 2.0?
No. I don't need Hogan coming back to bury these people for no reason.
Rey Mysterio retiring.
I could see that. I thought he was going to retire this past Monday, honestly. And then he got whooped on by...
Goldberg wants to come back.
No.
He wants to face Matt Riddle.
No. Only if they would let Matt Riddle run shoot on his ass.
All right. Undertaker retiring.
Good.
Perhaps Survivor Series might be his last ride. The event he
Makes
made
sense.
his debut at. Sting said he'll come back if he can face The Undertaker. He will come back for one more match, but it has to be against The Undertaker.
At Survivor Series in the casket match, there you go.
Right. AJ Styles will retire. He says this contract he signed will be the last one of his career. He wants to end it with WWE.
Yeah, I could see that. I mean, he's in his 40s, right?
Yeah.
Might as well.
And last person, The Rock, to make a return.
I've been expecting him to make a return.
A return is never off the table as it comes to the Great One. With the Fox debut almost here, Rock is one of the rumored guests scheduled to make a big appearance on the show. Some even speculate that he might compete in a return match at the 2020 WrestleMania.
Is Roman going to go over on him?
Probably. Right, maybe Hobbs and Shaw will tag team.
Hobbs and Shaw. I don't that movie. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, what's your feelings on, like, you know, these older wrestlers, you know, still being relevant in like today's wrestling?
I think we've talked about it before, and I think a lot of these guys just like if they want to come back and have like a backstage role and want to do something on a Raw or a SmackDown or a main event or an NXT,
yeah,
but not on pay-per-views, not on special, like, you know, going over to Agrabah and doing shit over there. But
well, yeah, and I agree with you. Like when you have one show a month, that's like the big show. Like you want to fill with as much young talent as you can. You know, whether it be WWE, AEW, local independents, or anything like that.
I agree.
Yeah,
they should put their guys who are there every night, every week,
the young
every
talent.
month.
Yeah, not the you know, the older veterans trying to hold on to what they have left.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Like the younger crowd.
Yeah, especially these independents.
Yeah, you know, your Creeds and your Baylocks and
yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm glad you listed off some SCW guys who maybe need a shot.
Yeah. How'd you feel about the whole Kevin Owens thing?
Dude, I love the Kevin Owens thing. It brought me back to the Stone Cold Steve Austin era.
Yeah.
I loved every part of it. I loved the shocker. I liked his work interview that he used as a shoot.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. And that's definitely a Bischoff thing.
It's got to be.
No, I like it, and I hope they keep running with this whole babyface turn thing because it works for him, you know, being that guy. It worked for Daniel Bryan. It worked for Sami Zayn for a little bit with the whole Braun Strowman feud when Mick Foley was there and stuff like that. It's, you know, given that guy who seemed to be kept down, you know, his way to build back up.
We'll talk more about that one later too.
What?
KO.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's on my list.
No problem. What do we got for your pick of the week?
Pick of the week. So, I've been reading a lot about Brian Pillman Jr. and Joey Janela.
Okay.
So I went through and I found this match that they did with Black Label Pro.
Is Joey Janela the one who got in the fight with
yeah, Enzo
at Blink-182? Nice.
So I went and I found this match.
Black Label Pro, the one on Indiana?
I'm not sure where this one's at.
Okay.
But this is, it's Black Label Pro. Check it out. Two young talents. I mean, Brian Pillman Jr. is damn near as entertaining as his dad was.
What's his name? It's like the Wild One or something like that, right?
No, Brian Pillman Jr.
Oh, you know what I'm thinking of?
Actually, they call him Brian Pillman II.
I'm thinking of the actor's son, the one who passed away. His
Luke
Perry's son.
Yeah,
he's called like the Wild One.
It's like the cave boy, or
I can't remember. But no, that's good. That's awesome. So, and it's a cool thing to like find the matches from the independents and stuff like that too, not just everything from WWE, ECW.
I try to mix it up. I really do.
You crush it, dude.
Yeah,
good job.
I mean, if anybody has a match they want me to check out, please hit me up.
Yeah, fucking
via the Facebook. And
I believe there's a tier on our Patreon that gives the people the power to pick a match. I believe it's called the Gorilla Position tier.
The Gorilla.
At patreon.com/JFW Podcast.
Nice plug.
Right. Always. Do it for the plugs.
Do it for the plugs.
Do it for the plugs.
All right, so final freaking thought.
Yeah.
Mike Knox turns down a WWE contract.
Yeah, I don't know why he thinks it's the best to do, but I mean, it's foolish for WWE even to offer to him. And I think it's getting to that point now where WWE is just gonna try to get everyone they can to keep him away from AEW.
Mike Knox say that he's like, it's awesome that they offered it to him, but he's just too old to do that schedule.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind for him to like go to like the developmental and help out there. I mean, he was a good competitor.
Yeah.
Regardless of some of the goofy gimmicks and stuff he had, especially with Kelly and ECW. I really was hoping they'd get more of that Carney gimmick and TNA over, but they kind of like dropped the ball on that with like Crazy Steve and was it Rosemary?
Rosemary.
Yeah.
Well, then they did the Aces and Eights thing with them.
They could have done so much more with that gimmick too. But no, I mean Mike Knox I always thought was pretty cool, especially when he went to TNA Impact. I liked him a lot better there than, again, the ECW era.
His character he had there fit him better.
Yeah.
Rollins' new t-shirt, The Man's Man.
I get it, but I don't like it. I just like, I mean, it's kind of catchy in a weird way, but it's just, it's...
A lot of people are up in arms about it.
I don't see why people would want to be offended by it, because it's literally a gimmick for wrestling, and I don't know if people know this or not, but wrestling's not real. So, I mean...
Hey, man, mermaids can't be black either, so...
God, that's dumb, too. But, no, I mean, I get why they have this shirt. It is kind of, like, catchy, and I get it as, like, a wrestling fan perspective. A lot of people love it. For me, I just think it's kind of dumb.
Liziana wants to get the two shirts. She wants the man shirt, and she wants me to get the man's man.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I told her.
I'm surprised she even knows who they are, because they're not John Cena or Nikki Bella.
They're the new John Cena and Nikki Bella.
God.
Sammy Callahan goes over on Tessa Blanchard.
Before I'm saying, I would rather them be like the new Edge and Lita.
There you go.
Because that was actually a wrestling team.
That takes chemistry on.
Yeah. Yeah, the Cena Nikki thing is that's more of a total divas, total Bellas fucking relationship.
It doesn't work, yeah.
So dumb. But yeah, no, they definitely need to build chemistry. They need to embrace, and the thing is, like, they need to embrace who they are. I mean, you can't have fucking Seth Rollins being like, for the fans, and Becky kind of being like for herself, but like in like a babyface kind of way. You have to find common ground, and I think as a heel, they would do a lot better. I think that's why Edge and Lita worked out a lot better than fucking Cena and Nikki.
Well, Edge and Lita had that real heat, though, after the whole Matt Hardy thing.
Did the half-naked thing? Oh, okay. Okay, backstage heat. Gotcha.
Yeah,
okay.
The backstage heat turned into real heat, and then it all evolved from there.
Yeah. What was your question?
Sammy Callahan goes over Tessa Blanchard at Slammiversary.
Surprising.
But after the match, respect is given from both parties to each other.
Yeah, it's dumb.
I was shocked that
if it's the end of a storyline, then fine, whatever. But I mean, come on, you gotta keep the heel on Callahan. You can't just like shake her hand and shit. But I'm surprised that she didn't like come on top and everything, especially with everything going on, nowadays, and how everyone's so empowered by what women do that you think wrestling would, say, hey, she's gonna overcome this and woo. But
I mean,
I do like twists.
I heard it was a great match. I heard it went back and forth for a while. I did not get to see it personally. Yeah.
Real quick, do you have another Slammiversary question in there? No?
I don't think so.
Did you hear about the thing with Rhino showing up at Slammiversary while still being under contract with WWE? Yeah.
Masked?
Yeah, because I guess he's still under contract until the 14th, but he showed up at Slammiversary, and from what's been written, WWE's not going to pursue it in any way, but obviously they could.
Like, who the fuck's this guy?
Right.
This just kind of threw me off a little bit. Scott Norton still wrestles.
Japan?
I'm not sure where.
Yeah, I thought he still did some stuff in Japan, but he's always been a pretty like good guy to have some longevity and stuff. He never really did much to shorten his career in any way.
Did you watch Raw this past week? No. So there was a segment where Roman faced off against Shane and McIntyre, the tag team match, but they got to pick his partner.
Oh, yes.
So they picked this janitor. Turns out it wasn't a janitor, it was Cedric Alexander. No crowd pop whatsoever when they took the mask off.
I believe it.
Just like they didn't know who he was, or...
No, they're probably just fucking disappointed. They're probably just really fucking disappointed because it could have been anybody who... That is more WWE bullshit than a Paul Heyman thing. Because it could have been literally anybody. That they could have one day contracted to come out and be part of it. Fucking Heath Slater would have been a lot better after Drew McIntyre attacked him backstage.
Oh, that would have made sense.
Right? Yeah, of course it would.
And a 3-man band thing.
Did he? No, you're listening.
Don't even talk to them anymore. Mr. Heyman, Mr. Bischoff.
Right, come on, Heyman. Guys, come on now. I mean, if I could think of it, goddamn. Give me a contract. I'll write some shit for you.
So I'm going to move around a little bit. Not going order here.
Dude, I don't know what your list is, man.
That's all right. Street Profits. Kind of annoying. I don't remember them being that way in an NXT.
No, and that's a fucking Triple H to Vince thing. Vince wants them to focus more on their gimmick. And I've heard he's really big into black themed urban gimmicks and shit like that.
You mean like Crime Time?
Just like Crime Time. But yeah, obviously, when we get to the main roster and everything, he wants you to accentuate your gimmick, so.
KO the next Stone Cold?
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah. Especially with the stunner. KO and Shane is the new Austin Vince, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I could see it at Hell in the Cells. Shane's getting into Hell in the Cell with somebody at some point in time this year. Whether it be The Miz or KO.
I hope to God it's not. I just want him to stop with Hell in the Cells. I want him to stop wrestling, period. Just stop it.
But KO brings up so many good points, and Shane's getting so much TV time, and all these other guys are not.
Mm-hmm. Name dropping people too. Rusev and shit. Fuck yeah.
The Keys move is in full effect. Can this change the war? The SCW ARW war?
No. Why would you even think it would?
What? Why wouldn't it? You put Keys in charge. Now you got a new leader.
Dude, no, because because Keith is so fucking worried about bulletproof and all that shit. No, even if you put him back in control of SCW, you still have the same people. That is the problem with SCW. You still have Kamikaze who walked out on the champion. I don't know how people are forgetting the fact that happened. She is the women's champion of SCW, and she walked out on the SCW champion.
In a match against ARW.
Yeah, she's not really Team SCW. And then you look at Jay Harris, who is so focused on the fact that he's the champion now, that he's not really paying attention to the shit around him that's going on between ARW and SCW. Which, yeah, I get it. He has to focus on Greg Allen, who wants his title back and all that shit. Dave Allen. But it's just it's like there's no structure or teamwork in SCW anymore. And Steve wants to tell me that I need to do my research and know about the army that Hunter's fucking put together. Who? Who is he putting together?
I mean, I'll be interested to see.
There's nobody.
Because it's only been Angus and
Sheik. Yeah, I think Blaylock's gone out there a couple times.
Cage.
Yeah, Cage, big fucking deal. I mean, come on now. You sat down and interviewed with the guy. He is so far gone.
For wrestling giraffes.
God, I mean, just like, no, it's like, yeah, and I've said it several times. And again, if you guys watch the shit that we talked about on Facebook, yeah, maybe it feels like I'm attacking SCW, and maybe it feels like I'm attacking Hunter Paine and shit like that. But read the fucking messages. You know, they're not giving me any, explanation on what's going on other than, well, you need to wait and see. You need to see what I bring to the table. You need to respect Hunter Paine. You need to do that. It's like, Steve, Hunter, I get it, okay? You guys are diehard SCW guys, whether you're in the ring fucking doing what you're doing or you're sitting on the fucking fans and, cheering them on. The thing is, you're not giving me any answers other than, well, you need to wait and see. See what? I've been watching for 6 months now. And yeah, sometimes SCW fucking gets ahead. But the guys just aren't there anymore. Fucking the Manson family's not going to be there for them. They're going to deal with their own shit.
I think
fucking
that's key.
Where's Black Irish? Half the time they're drunk, half the time they're not there. You don't have a women's champion that's even on your fucking side. I mean, come on. Bulletproof ain't going to fucking help you. They're too worried about themselves and taking over SCW in their own small little way, step by step. There's nobody there anymore. Haven't seen RK Savage. Jay Harris too worried about his championship.
RK Savage has been out with injury.
Sure.
Well, no, I follow him on Facebook.
I don't care. He just doesn't want to be there. There's just no one there anymore. And what are they going to do? They're going to bring in fucking people who aren't even, SCW talent to fight their battles? Fine. Go ahead and do that. But you need to admit to yourself that it's not SCW that's beating ARW. It's Hunter's fucking friends from the past that have to come out of the fucking senior home, throw on their goddamn boots again, and hopefully not break into dust when they walk into the ring with Holiday. Too real for you?
Hey, man.
Too fucking real for you? Sorry, you're right.
Hey.
Hunter, I'm sorry I offended your geriatric friends. My bad.
This is a great segue. Hunter agreed to finally sit down and do the interview with us. Shock, scare, excited.
I'm interested. I'm interested to see how he presents himself. Is he going to be professional or is he going to fucking bitch? I gotta tell you right now, I'm not really a big fan of him capitalizing all his statements to me. He needs to tone it down.
Did he need to use some autocorrect there?
I don't fucking know. Something. He just needs to stop yelling through Facebook. He's a big guy. And I'll grant, I'm not looking to pick a fight with Hunter Paine. I'm not looking to step in the ring with Hunter Paine. I'm not looking to fucking sit there and, I'm not going to act like I'm tougher than him. The dude, yeah, he'll definitely kick my ass. But I'm not going to lie to the guy and say, hey, you got this, bro. You're going to overcome everything on your own. No, he's not. And I told him that on Facebook, unfortunately, because I haven't had a chance to say it to his face. But he sits there and worries about how he tells me that Holiday, can't be the one guy to win the war because that one man can win the war. And I get that. But no one else in SCW is helping out Hunter right now. And he's shouldering all that responsibility. And he's going to fucking crumble at that if people don't get behind him and help him out. And yeah, he has the Sheik. And he has fucking Angus. That's fine. How about you get someone who's not in their fucking 40s, Get Blaylock. Get Creed. Get them to help you out. The big guys. Or the younger talent and shit like that. Maybe actually talk to the fucking Manson family. Because I bet you, because we've seen Jake Andrews help out SCW against ARW.
Yeah.
That's no fucking coincidence that actually happened.
Well, my guess is that, the kind of family that the Mansons are is that if you throw a little cash their way, they're probably going to lean more towards you.
Yeah, and that's the unfortunate thing for SCW is that's probably the stuff they have to do.
Yeah.
When Sentinel's out there trying to recruit people for SCW, no. You're trying to recruit people for a fucking army that they don't even have right now. So yeah, I am excited to talk to Hunter next week. And yeah, I'm excited to hear what he has to say.
All right, last question.
Sure.
Last thought, I guess.
Sure.
John Morrison is now a free agent.
Go to AEW.
Go to AEW.
Yeah, don't go to WWE. No, WWE will sign him and then just lose him in the shuffle so AEW doesn't have him.
Right.
But fucking, go to New Japan. That'd be something different for him. He'd be Johnny Japan. I don't fucking care.
Johnny Japan.
Johnny Nakamura. Johnny Suzuki. Who cares?
Johnny Suzuki. Right? I like the Johnny Suzuki.
Right? I just never been a big fan of him to begin with.
Really?
No, he's dumb. The whole fucking fan entrance bullshit. The only good thing about him was fucking Melina.
I always enjoyed Morrison.
Stop it.
I like him.
That makes sense. I mean,
he had one of the stupidest WWE home videos, though. You remember when they used to do the videos about the wrestlers? And
yeah.
His was so stupid.
Well,
all it did was didn't talk nothing about his past or anything. It just talked about his...
Yeah, it's because he's stupid.
Parkour workout.
Yeah, he's dumb. I'm not a fan of Johnny Impact, Johnny Nitro, Johnny Mundo, Johnny... Morrison? All of them. They're all dumb. All of them.
That's all I got.
Is that the last one?
That's the last one.
Okay. Guys, again, shout out to Becca and Brandy for being part of Patreon. Or again, as they are known now, Dewey Decimal and General Lee. If you want to be part of Patreon, just go to patreon.com/JFW Podcast and start contributing today based on what tier you feel you want to contribute to us. Again, another shout out to audible.com. Go to audibletrial.com/freaknet. You get a 30-day free trial of Audible, plus a free token to choose a book that you like out of thousands of options, you know. And again, audible.com is amazing, especially for someone like me who loves stories but don't like reading them myself. If you want to get your own personal Just Freaking Wrestling merchandise that you can own yourself, go to tpublic.com, TEPUBLIC.com, search JFW, and pick up a shirt today. Follow us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, at JFW Podcast, and let your friends know who are a fan of wrestling. They can catch us every week. Shows drop on Saturdays at iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, YouTube, and Podbean, just by searching JFW Podcast. And make sure you start following us on YouTube, just by searching JFW Podcast, because this fall we are going to start releasing some video content for you guys out there to enjoy as well. Did I cover everything?
I believe so.
That's all I got then.
Time to ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travesty.
I am Dizzle J.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.
Peace.